Carpenter's Apprentice, powered by La Prensa Tech.
Lift yourself on your feet. Let's get it on.
Today, we're here with a very fantastic guest, Madam. Please introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Patricia Nazario, filmmaker, journalist, director, producer of the documentary feature Backstreet to the American Dream that's in town for the San Antonio Film Festival.
Your film is a powerful one, and people are talking about it all through the streets. Can you tell people what it is?
Backstreet to the American Dream is basically like a modern day look at the classic American dream. And we go about it telling the story of an American immigrant, a Mexican immigrant woman, an American entrepreneur in the food truck industry. So her story is she leaves the toddler behind in Nayarit, Mexico, to come to the U.S. to get a job to take care of him. And the American entrepreneur is basically a first season winner of the Great Food Truck Race TV show. So it's fanfare, it's overnight rock star success. And you see this juxtaposition play out in the story.
Is there anything that you base this idea on?
Basically, so I was a reporter at the time. I was working at a local NPR affiliate in LA. They basically sent me out to this hot spot where there was like a turf war going on. The food trucks were becoming very popular. I mean, as far down as I could see, and a local developer hated it. So he was using clunker cars to tie up parking spots on city streets to keep food trucks away, right? This was a big deal in 2010. So my station sent me out to cover the story. And I came back and I just said, I think it's a bigger story than what you guys want to tell. I think this has more to do with like the legacy issues in this story, like discrimination and like negative stereotypes, like, not in my backyard kind of thing. And they didn't hear it. They didn't want to go for it. So I resigned 6 months later and did the story.
Wow. So how do you get from documentary audio to making a film? I mean, that's a big leap.
So before NPR, I was a TV reporter. I had worked in local TV news for about 5-6 years, and then I became a TV news reporter for about 3 years, and I was a one-man band in that space for about 2.5 years. So I knew how to shoot video, edit video, and from the days at NPR, I knew how to record audio, edit audio. And in my mind, in this very naive way, I thought, oh, I could do long form. I could take these skills and, blow it out and do something longer. And I really had no idea what I was getting into. Honestly, Roy, had I known, I probably would have never taken the leap.
In your movie, what is the one piece that stuck out to you the most? Like, I ask people this question. What's your favorite song? And in that song, what's the favorite lyric? So this is your favorite movie. What's your favorite lyric within it?
That's such a good question. Wow. I would probably say what gives me chills every time I think about it is the Mexican immigrant who we profiled, Doña Guille. She talks about leaving her young son behind in Nayarit. He was a toddler. He was about 2. And when she made the decision to leave, her mother said, okay, go if you're going to go, but you're not taking the baby. And she said I get chills thinking about it. She looked at him knowing he would stay behind, and she went out the front door. Her body was still producing milk for her baby. And she took that journey across the border to find a job to provide for him. So it's heartbreaking. And I think my mother went through separation with her mother. My family's Puerto Rican. My grandmother left my mother behind. My father's mother left him behind. This is a legacy issue we have in the Latino community that people don't appreciate. You don't see Americans born here leaving their kids behind to go make a better life. So when the issue of immigration comes up, I think this is a very heartfelt issue that does not come to the forefront enough.
Before we go, I've got to ask you 2 questions. Number one, how can people get a hold of you?
The website for the film is backstreetfilm.com. My personal website is patricianazario.com. I'm generally Hey News Lady on all social media, so you can look me up that way, and then Backstreet Film or Backstreet to the American Dream on Facebook.
Very good. Last question. What is one life lesson you've learned in your life that folks at home could use in theirs?
Wow, that's a big one. It has to be persevere. Persevere and surround yourself with positive people. You're going to always get people who want to talk smack or badmouth you or be condescending or sarcastic, and just learn how to let those go. You have to be confrontational, but you don't have to take it in either.
Thank you very much for being on the program, Patricia.
Thank you. Bye.
You folks at home, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Lift yourself on your feet.